Welcome back. This is Barry with Cryptics ABC for All, and we're doing word plays. And now we have to adapt our thinking, because in word plays, the meaning of the whole sentence must be considered. In effect, the whole clue is the key. You say this is a bit like normal crosswords. You got it. Sort of. There are two types. They require either literal or lateral thinking. Now remember, when a clue has no flag, and these have no flags, you look for a charade or a double key. Now, of course, now you also have to look for a literal or lateral wordplay. Okie dokie, let's look at a few. This is tutorial 7b now, and we have literal clues, and the symbol, the reference code, is and lit. You might say, why and lit? Because the and lit means and literally so. And that's recognized as the code, reference code for a literal clue. Okay? And lit. I often just use the and if I'm writing the code down. I know what it means. It means and lit. Right, and lit clues require literal thinking, much like a normal crossword clue. This one is like a normal crossword clue. The next one's not quite. Right, now it may contain a letter play. Well, that's unusual, but it can. And this type of literal clue is rare because it's difficult to create a literal clue with a word play, with a letter play in there as well. Now, it often has a flag, an exclamation mark, because this clue is usually said as an exclamation, like, oh, wacko, literal clue. Now, some and-lit clues don't have that exclamation mark flag, so sometimes you have to just pick them anyway. Another word of warning, you will see some exclamation marks which are not referring to and-lit clues. So there it is. It's open slather. But, very often they will have one. Okay? Here we go. First example. No one will back this kind of performance. Have a think. See if you can think of a literal clue that means that. The whole sentence is the key. Right? That whole sentence is your key. Okay, I'll underline it for you. Don't usually worry about underlining these because the whole thing's the key. But there it is. No one will back this kind of performance. Way you go. See if you can think of a literal clue for that one. Okay, you back again? Righto. You probably think, oh, this performance must be pretty bloody terrible. Pardon the French, pretty terrible. No one wants to back it. But see, there's another way you can express a performance that no one will back. It's a performance that has no music. It's not backed. It's not backed. What do you call that one? It's called unaccompanied. It's unaccompanied. This is the thing with cryptics. And the key, you've got to think of a synonym for all situations to come up with a real one. Next one. It will entrance you. Right? Look at the exclamation mark again there. There's your flag. It's a literal clue. Looks like it. There's no flag there anyway. No other flag. So, okay, have a think. You come up with a synonym for that statement. It will entrance you. What do you think for that key? Have a go. Okay, you back again? What will entrance you? Think of all the possible synonyms, and one of the things that will entrance you is A, what A is hypnosis. How did you go? Did you get it? This is the thing, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful to rack your brains and think of these things? This is the beauty of cryptics. You've got to think of all the possibilities. And it's not supposed to be easy. It wouldn't be any fun if it was easy. This is the great part. You've got to really think about it. Okay, next one. They feel deflated once the festivities are over. No exclamation mark there, but there's no other flag. So it could be a charade, a double key, or one of these word plays. And in this case, it is a literal word play again. The whole clue is the key. Okay? You think now, your turn to pause and think of a literal clue. What feels deflated once the festivities, what or who, once the festivities are over? Okay, did you come up with an answer? These things are physical things that feel deflated once the festivities are over, and they are balloons. Did you get that? Yeah, of course they will. Once they go down overnight, once the festivities are over, they feel deflated. Yes, it makes you think. You've got to think sideways. Okay, well, not quite sideways, but you've got to think of all the possibilities. Next one. Terribly evil. Terribly evil. What's something that's terribly evil? Over to you. It's got an exclamation mark, and we think it's a possible literal clue. An anlit. What do you think? Terribly evil. Something terribly evil. Okay, pause and go. Okay, back again. If something's terribly evil, 4 letters, it is vile. Okay, did you get that? It's vile. There's a synonym for terribly evil. Now, there's something interesting here. Something interesting. Some of you may have picked this. That terribly. Now, that terribly could also be an anagram flag. And in fact, it is in this case. Now, here you have a literal clue with a trick in it. And it's an anlit and an anagram. Why anagram? Well, anagram evil, and you will get vile. So there it is. Now, you won't see too many of these, but you will see some. Okie dokie. And don't forget, in these cases, to subscribe if you like it. That encourages me. Okay. Thank you.